This working? Yeah, I think it's working. Anyway, back to this, and oh yeah, I was getting the claw mark talisman last night when I finished off. Basic plan is still just to try my hardest to make this an interesting, a fun game, and use the build I discovered I actually quite enjoy, which is twin scythes, claw mark talisman, and cloak of feathers for the jumping attacks. And then the rest is going to be the bull armor and defensive talismans and shields, not shields, and levels into stamina and health. So that I can pretty much just brawl my way through enemies, and quick out and bloodhound step for Mash of War. So I'll have the Ash of War, which is going to be useful for my mobility. I'll be able to dodge more efficiently, and I'll have the scythes with good jumping attacks. Not to mention they have bleed build up. I'll get bleed, whatchamacallits, grease, blood grease to give myself additional DPS. Possibly frostbite and rot grease too when need be. Kukris and poison and throwing knives. Again for the added status afflictions in bosses that I can use those on. Now, on to the next enemy that's going to be a pain in the ass for me to deal with. This guy! Hey! Bollocks. Ah! Anyway, let's fight that guy again. I've not yet leveled up either of my scythes, so I'm a little under-leveled at the moment. Oh, fucking hell! Ah! Yeah, I need kukris for a ranged option. Well, I could also have a bow, although you have to swap between the bow and the knives, which is a bit more irritating. Pots, then. I'll learn to make not the poison pots, because I'm pretty sure those poison you as well, or at least the ones that are actually quite craftable do. Oh, right, I have to fight that. I have to kill that, that Knight Rider, or whatever the hell you call them. For the Bloodhound Step, Ash of War. Oh, come on! Well, I just want to get past this guy so I can get the damn claw mark, talon mark, whatever you call it. Talisman. Piss off! Oh, for the love of... Would you bastard stop stunlocking me? Good thing I spec'd into all that health, otherwise this would be just way more annoying. Right, that's you dealt with. Of course, there's also the very effective option to just two-hand one of the sides and keep the other on my back. Increases my moveset. Gives me charged strong attacks as an option, which is always useful, and charged strong attacks on sides. They have a good animation, so you just sort of... By animation, I mean they're some charged attacks, right? You end up backing shit in the wrong direction. It's annoying. There you go. Nice Night Greaves, that's good. I might end up wearing those later on once I've upped my stamina a bit more. Although, how much stamina do I have now? Oh, only 12. Wait, what? 23 in... Mind? I increased my mind. It was meant to be my stamina. I'm a muppet. How into this playthrough am I? Oh, no, I would have to get the sides again. Right. Well, that's going to be annoying. It's not that big a deal. I mean, the mind thing's going to be... Yeah, well, I guess I'll just have to quickly reallocate my stats when I get the opportunity. And until then, I'll just make do with this. It was meant to be my bloody endurance. No wonder I had to take off my helmet. Muppet. Increased the wrong thing, God. Die. There we are, another one. Oh, come on, how is that fair? He didn't even... Oh, right, and yeah, of course, he just jumps to his death after it. How the fuck was that fair? The guy yeeted himself. I attacked him before he started the animation. Fucking hyper armor. Bad question, why am I even bothering trying to go through this place? Oh right, because I want the fucking claw... Well, never mind, screw that. I'm not doing this whole fighting my way through this place. I just want one thing, I know where it is. I thought the only thing in this whole area I actually need to fight, and I didn't actually need to fight it, did I? Because I got that key from the chest. I could have just run to the chest. So I'm just going to sprint past everything and get the claw mark talisman, which is the only thing here I actually fucking want. Once I've done that, I will go away and continue grinding. Hopefully this time allocating things into the correct fucking stat. Site of Grace discovered. And you climb up this wall, hop, hop, around and around, around again, jump, and it's right up here. That's very lucky. Right, they can no longer shoot me. Good. Claw Talisman. There we are. That's what I needed. "12 runes. Quick respawn. I've got that. Twin size. What good's that going to do me? Let's see. I've got. Right, yes, the blood grease, that's what I was going for. I also need to find the merchants with the weapons, not weapons, knives, consumables. That's the word, with the consumables I need. Once I've got the relevant consumables and the rock bone arrows, I'll need to cheese whatever that guy's called, Night Cavalry? I don't know, yeah. Once I've gotten what I need to cheese him to death, get Bloodhound Step, I'll have Bloodhound Step, and then I'll be able to level up my scythe. Scythes. Obviously, one of them, the one on the right hand, is going to be a bit more damaging than the one in the left for the most part of this playthrough. But that's fine. I know where to get the smithing bell, the first one anyway. I also know where to get the summoning bell. And I think I'll get the dog, what you call it, the one who can trigger Scarlet Rot. Then again, maybe not, because alright guys, are there any Ashes of War that give bleed build up? There's got to be one or two. Not Ashes of War, what am I saying? Remembrances... summons, fuck it. Spirit summons, that. Are there any spirit summons that give bleed build up? Blood rose here. Yeah, I get it. I get it, really. Goodbye, Pumpkinhead. Up we go. Get the, whatever you call that thing, crest. Fuck it. Magic bus pass. Get half a magic bus pass. Back down here, and once I get this one, I can go back into this fort, and the Blood Knight's dead. Most of the enemies have despawned, which means I can just farm it for those things I'm farming it for. Blood roses. Sorry, my brain is like completely fried, so speaking's tricky right now. Of course, I'm apologising to an empty chat, so who fucking cares? Blood rose, blood rose. Alright, there's also the fire grease, which, while not hugely important, is still, you know, extra damage, and extra damage is very useful, especially on the build where you really just only have damage and that's about it. I mean, bleed's really effective because it deals percent max health damage. Frostbite, same. Often I'll probably learn to get frostbite grease on these things too. So I'll be able to proc frostbite, bleed with the kukris I get. Oof. Bit of a walk, let's go. Up we go. Bones, gonna need those to make poison bone darts. So yeah, I reckon I'm going to be using poison bone darts, kukris, and my sides. Proc poison on pretty much anything I can. Same for bleed. Right, fucking bastard with his ballista. Oh, come on! At least learn to aim the fucking ballista. Oh good, he finished it off for me. Right, now I never need to bother with that thing again. Good. One, two. Three. And there we go. All dead. Stone sword key, very useful.
Hello? Is some might I bend your ear? For my name is the servants there. But I swear my good father decided him. The servants are full of wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. I fear it's no different at Castle. Please, would you mind taking a letter to my father? My soul wishes that he escape. even if his honor should be. Please. Thank you. Then please, deliver it to my father.
Yeah, frankly, I'm not like, I don't really give a shit. There's some runes, very nice. Hop. 1, 2. Screw you, bastards. Here there is the Morning Star, which is a very effective weapon. In fact, I know for a fact that it's a very easy weapon to get through the first 5, I think. No, 4. No, 5. First 5, mines with, since pretty much everything in the mines is weak to strike weapons and bleed build up. I might just use that one, level it up until I can get the level it up as I go, and then use all the runes I accumulate to level up one of my sides and to buy not runes, smithing stones, to buy smithing stones and level them up. Oh, which reminds me. Buy 3 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 14 of those, sell all of my runes, purchase. 62, and that thing, and some more of these just to go with it. There's also a light crossbow, which I probably should have actually bought. Anything I can sell to get the appropriate materials for that. That. Oh, I already have a crossbow. Good. Some crafting. Blood bolts. It gives me just a bit of extra health. Every bit of health is very useful. Right, that's 1. Now over to here for the next. Foot far up. From there, it's just a quick jaunt down to where I can get the other stuff I need. Although I could go in there and... oh, no. That thing increases the damage I take, and although it also increases the damage I deal. Nah, not yet. Later on, I'll be at the right level for that place, and I'll be able to deal with it pretty easily. dragons. Stone. Meat. Because yes, anyone would like to eat meat they found in a fucking pond. I mean, obviously fish, but that sort of meat. You wouldn't want to find a sliver of meat in a pond and then eat it. Now, there's enough of those butterflies down in that swamp for me to craft enough rock bone bolts once I buy the recipe for them.
Dear customer, well, can you please? I'm hungry.
And this guy doesn't have the recipe for them, it's the other guy. Further along the road, but before that, head down here, fight Millicent, I think she's called. Yeah, fight Millicent. And once I fought Millicent, I'll be able to get a good chunk of souls, runes, whatever. All should be well. I'm terrible at streaming when there's nobody in the chat. It's when Player or Desider here, or even Chainsaw, I just argue. I'm good at arguing. Talking, consistently narrating myself, not so good at. I get all tongue-tied. Okay, Millicent, are you going to spawn in at any time soon? Well, that's one butterfly. So yeah, these stupid butterflies. Pain in the arse, to be sure, but they're at least quite effective when it comes to procking. Well, to building Scarlet Rot. They're pain in the arse, by the way, because they do not. That's the word I'm looking for. Hello. Speaking of Scarlet Rot, it's a dog. Anyway, the butterflies don't, they're a pain in the ass because they don't respawn. Which means once I've picked them up, I can never pick them up again, and which gives me a finite number of rotbone bolts, at least until the late game. Since nobody sells rotbone bolts and you can only buy 5 of those butterflies, I mean, it makes sense because Scarlet Rot is such an oppressive status build-up, status affliction, whatever. There we are, another Ionian butterfly, that's 3. That's enough for 30 bolts. Once I've got what I need to proc poison on that Night Rider, we'll proc poison and Scarlet Rot on him. He'll die pretty quickly. Really? There we are. Poison Mist. Use Flash of War. Millicent isn't spawning in, though I have no idea why. Usually she invades me around this time. Ah, more butterflies. Good. One. There it is. This is the place where you can get 5 more. Gives me all of the butterflies I need. Just 1 more. There we are. That's 10. That's enough for 100 rot bolts. 100 rot bolts isn't going to go very far in the long run. I won't be able to use them on every boss or anything. But I've got a pretty solid build with my scythes. The Rotbone ones are just to cheese the bosses I want to kill to get the equipment. That can actually make the game a bit more enjoyable for me, by which I mean easier. What the hell? Oh, come on! You've got to be kidding me. That was overkill just a bit, wasn't it? Oh well, at least I don't need to worry about navigating my way through a swamp for once. I know which way I'm going. Which of course does not mean for 1 second that I'm not going to get lost. There we are. Somewhere along here there is... oh fuck, that's a crow. Somewhere along here is a merchant. In fact, he's just to my left right now. Both. How much do I need for that? 4,000. Ooh, that's a lot. Still, Rotbone arrow, Rotbone bolt. That's what I need. I'm literally selling this guy shit, but whatever. Sombersmithing Stone 4. I don't plan to use Sombersmithing anything, so it's good. Blood Slash, not going to need that. It can't be equipped on scythes. Fire arrows, a shield, a shield. Soldier Greaves. I'm not going to be using guard counters. That could be useful, but oh well. Everything must go. There we are. So, no, bye. That'll do it. Let's go hunting. One. Thin beast bones. More thin beast bones. Ooh. You too shall die. Root resin. Good, good. Need those. Roadside cave. There's an enemy in here who I'm going to have to fight. Actually, I don't have to fight him. He drops something I don't need, but it gives me a vague amount of runes. Enough to be vaguely considered useful. But what I really need in here is these bastards, the wolves. Crack pots. Good. Item crafting. 40 rock bolts. I still have enough for another 60. There's also blood grease and blood bolts. Well, I don't really need blood bolts. I don't know why I built those. Bring it. Come on. There we are. Dead. Okay. That thing is going to be a regular enemy later in the game. You know, I saw an interesting post on, it might have been Reddit or Quora or Tumblr, I don't really remember. But it was explaining how the different Souls games teach you to tackle problems. Dark Souls 1, you die to the first boss, and then you go back and you kill it when you're more powerful immediately after. That's good. Teaches you die, come back stronger, win. Simple edict for the Souls game. This game, on the other hand, gives you one enemy who you are most likely going to die to. Like, it's very, very hard to kill that thing. I've managed it once as the samurai starting class, but mostly just by cheesing it with the bow and arrow. It was a very dull 10-minute fight. Point being, your first boss in this you lose to. Then there's a tutorial area, which, I mean, yeah, it has enemies and a boss in it, but I wouldn't really call it a boss that you fight. It's a regular enemy which is a bit bigger, and that you can kill with no matter what starting class very, very easily. And then you come out and you have that bloody tree sentinel, you try to kill it again, and you can't. So what does the game teach you to do there? It teaches you to run past things you can't kill. Elden Ring is a game with a whole bunch of things designed more to be run past than anything else. Because there's very little reward for fighting them, and very high risk associated with fighting them. For instance, now that fucker's blown his horn, there's going to be 50 enemies on me, but it doesn't matter because I can run away very easily. Just go to this site of grace, sit down, respawn. There we are. Seriously? Oh my god. Okay, so that's enough of those for now. And what I need to do next is head back over here. The other side of that bloody bridge. I will inflict Scarlet Rot upon that fucker on his horse. Until nightfall. There we are. Once I have inflicted Scarlet Rot upon him, he will die relatively slowly. Very slowly indeed. Give myself some extra defense just in case. I don't need the scythe. There's no way in hell I'm actually going to be attacking him with anything resembling a fair fight. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to nearly fall off firstly. Then I'm going to wait for him to come back in this direction. Which is going to take a minute. Once I do that, I shoot him a few times. Hopefully getting the rider with the Scarlet Rot and not the horse, because that would just be a pain. To that, hang on, can I craft anything? Item crafting, nope. Ah, yes, I can craft some of these. 3 of those, just for the extra damage. And I'm going to equip the kukris Again, for the extra shite. Oh, Christ. Problem, of course, is I need to actually hit him before it whatevers. So yeah, that first one I managed to land on him now is completely worthless because alpha. There we are. That's a more favourable position to be in, I think, possibly. Alpha. Also doesn't help that you can't aim for shit in this game. Oh, for fuck's sake. Again, the problem being that I have to hit the rider, not the fucking horse, and now he's running in the wrong fucking direction. Like a dickhead. Ah! I can't... Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't even aim at the guy. Is there anywhere I could... Or am I really just having to do this whole annoying get him to poison himself thing the whole fucking time? There we are. He is now poisoned. This is going to take a while. Ah! You've got to be kidding me. And, of course, fucking buggers off in the wrong direction again. Goes to just out of range. Yep, just out of range of my crossbow, so I can't even shoot him. Oh, it's not out of range. Oh, for fuck's sake! That literally didn't... Look, it's in the air above the fucking pot. Give these things correct hitboxes, for fuck's sake. Yeah, he just sort of randomly starts leaving. Come the fuck on, you bellend. poison's not even gonna prop. Yeah, the poison just on. Oh no, it's still going. Barely does anything. Bolts are ridiculously slow, and any vantage point I get is hamstrung by the fact, oh, maybe if I were on the horse. And of course, that is then all of that, and now I'm just back to my original plan of cheese the fucker with poison. Hope that works. Because crossbows are seriously, who the fuck has ever managed to hit something with a crossbow in this game? The bolts move so slowly. It's ridiculous. Like, how can you possibly call that a ranged option if it can't hit a vaguely moving target? Something can be walking sideways and the bolt will miss. Not even walking sideways, it can just lean in another direction and the bolt suddenly becomes completely incapable of doing its job of hitting anything. Gotta be kidding me. Of course, knives, much like any other projectile in this game, are mostly useless. Oh, would you just... Ah! Of course, this guy is borderline impossible to hit, even normally. And the fact that most of my damage comes from jumping attacks, which he's particularly adept at dodging. Oh, that just makes killing him... Well, killing him really is just a funny joke of a concept. And poison just deprocced. Right, okay. One more time up the hill. One more time will probably kill you, and if it doesn't, I'll probably be able to finish the job myself. Come on, you dickhead. This way, andale, andale. And he is not following me anymore. And I'm nearly poisoning myself. Oh good, he's here, that's nice. Didn't respawn all the way down on the bridge, no, he just decided to wait for me. Oh, would you just prop poison one more time? Oh. Of course, if I could stop running through the things that prop poison to make it even less likely that I'll actually get poisoned, be an advantage. No! Fuck you! Oh, fuck you! What the hell? That one shot me. I had full health. And no fucking armor. Wait, no, I had... this guy is such a dick. Seriously, I would just like to fucking win this one. All I want is Bloodhound's Step. That's all I need from this fucker. Once I get that, everything will be fine. I'll be able to do whatever the fuck I'm gonna do once I get Bloodhound's Step. The fact that one fully charged heavy attack deals less than 1% of his health is a problem. There we are, he's poisoned. Good. There is unfortunately no way to fast forward time. Wait, what? Oh, fucking... The horse is poisoned, but the right... you know what? Screw it, I'm done. No, I'm not gonna kill this fucker. Right. Equip the Morning Star. I'm not going to fight you. Go away. I'm done. I'll get the Bloodhound Step Asher for later. For now... I'm going to use this here mace to power my way through the next 5-6 dungeons. First mine is up here. Well, the first one that has something I need in it. I used the mace to power my way through that, kill the boss. Not big, not too much of a problem. That boss is piss easy. Or frankly, it's been an hour, no one showed up. I should probably just end the stream because I'm bored and... yeah, I'm not hanging out with anyone. What's the fucking point of streaming if I'm not hanging with someone I like? Oh! And as I said that, somebody arrived. Hello. Right now I'm heading towards the mine in Leonia of the Lakes, which I believe is where I get the bell bearing, which lets me buy stones, the smithing stone miner's bell bearing or something like that. Which will let me buy 1 and 2, which will let me upgrade my scythes. Once I upgrade my scythes, I'll be able to fight Godric quite easily. Godfrey. Who's the first one and who's the second? Godric is the first one I fight, and then it's Godfrey who's the proper one. Maybe. I don't know. After that, yeah, Godric and a whole bunch of other small bosses just to level up a whole bunch. The Rune Bear to get the thing on me there, and then I'll go conquer Hogwarts. And once I've conquered Hogwarts, I shall fix a minor cock-up of mine, which I will now... well, you can see the weapons I have. I'm going to show you my build. My build is this. 2 scythes. I've also got Quick Step, which I'm later going to swap out for Bloodhound Step once I figure out how to kill that bastard effectively. Once I get to a level where I can. And I've got Claw Talisman. I'm going to have the Claw Talisman equipped pretty much at all times so that I can deal more damage, and along from that I'll have Kukris and Blood Grease to increase my bleed build-up. So jumping attacks, bleed build-up, and I'm going to have that Bull Goat's Talisman as well, which I do actually need to go and get quite soon, to increase my poise. The Cloak of Black Feathers, which will increase my jumping attack damage even more. And after I get the Cloak of Black Feathers, the rest of my armour will be the Bull Goat's armour for the extra poise and damage reduction. And I'm mostly just going to be building into stamina and health. I should have a lot of stamina right now. I should have a lot of stamina, but due to my own ineptitude, I accidentally increased my mind stat instead of my stamina. Because I'm a moron. So now my build, which was meant to be a more enjoyable way to play Elden Ring, has become, once again, a colossal pain in the arse. But it's fine. I'm going to use this mace, or whatever, to take down the boss in this place, get the shite that I need, and then I'll fight the 2 rune bosses. Fight the 2 rune bosses, reallocate my stat points, level up my stamina and HP a shitload, go get the other rune thing, which is going to be a pain in the arse, but also... where am I? Right, this doesn't look right. Yes it is, yes it is. I have to go past this guy, so he's on my right. Cave entrance should be somewhere on my right as I go this way. Probably. Maybe. there it is. Head through here, and run past everything, as is the correct way to play Elden Ring half the time. Fuck, this game is so terribly balanced, and the enemies just don't drop enough runes, the most part, to make them actually worth fighting. You have a much easier time playing the game if you just run right through everything and level up with the runes you find in the overworld and the runes you get from killing the bosses. Unless you want to farm a specific piece of kit or something, there's usually very little reason to stand around killing low-level enemies like these ones. I mean, let's say it costs me about 6,000 souls right now to level up. I got 150 from killing the most basic enemy in this area. I'd have to kill, and one of them can. I still. Okay, why am I still over encumbered? There we are. Oh right, because I'm wearing greaves and heavy armoured gauntlets. That makes sense, actually. I'd forgotten to take those off. Run across here. Carefully do the balance beam. Running very fast. And running past this guy some more. Smithing stones. Still running. Bye-bye. This guy's gonna jump on my head. No, he did not yeet himself off the cliff. What a shame. Isn't there a Steak America around here? It's meant to be. But there's not. Oh well. Right, this thing's weak to strike, and I've not leveled anything up enough for it to be a problem to actually wear it. I've got decent armor. There we go, 1, 2, right, it is now no longer even vaguely a threat, because its poise has been broken once, which means, there we are, 1 more. 1, 2, 1 fully charged attack, and you're dead. Okay, shattered into pieces. Which gives me the smithing stone miner's bell 1. Here, I give that to the grave, whatever they're called. I give that to the shopkeepers. Buy enough smithing stones to level up one of my scythes all the way. Well, not all the way, but the amount of the way I would like. And I just run. Oh, Christ's sake. There we are. And spam that one. Hooray! Four, 5. I need 3 more of those and other equipment to level up on my scythes. Probably just going to stick with the 1 scythe for now. I mean, 2 is a good, quite effective, but yeah. No. So. Still not planning to use somber smithing stones at all, or bows, so I can sell those. The arbalest, as I think I... No, I don't like curved swords very much. I like this whole scythe thing too. Makes me look like a praying mantis. Three more of those. Right, so that is my scythe up to +7. Which will give me 1 +7 scythe. As soon as I get enough runes for that. How do I get enough runes for that? Alright, let's now kill Godric. Godfrey? No, Godric. He's the first one. Godfrey's the second, I think. I don't have any health or anything, not health or runes right now, so there's no risk in doing this. Well, let's see if I can kill this guy. And there goes all of the bleed build-up I've managed. Ah, not all of it, apparently. Build up the bleed. Build it up again. There we are. And some more, and that was a mistake. Oh, come on, these things. Spam the kukris to build up bleed. He's now disappeared into a wall. Oh well, I can punish him for that by standing in it. No, I can't, because that's not how projectiles work if you're a boss. There we are. Okay, he's dead. Now I can level up one of my scythes.
And one day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Wow! Christ almighty. That guy's just pathetic. Like, I know he's written to be that pathetic, but like, holy crap, man. He's a cheap knockoff of his dad. Right then. That's all I needed. So, Hugh. Coming to you, Hugh. Let's level this.
Now, those are of a challenge, find them well.
This one's got quick set. Wait, what? Why did I level one of them up? Oh no, it's 2 plus 2, right. Yeah, but this isn't really a bleed build. It's a two-handed jumping attack build. I'm going to infuse these things to be heavy. Heavy grave scythes. 2 heavy grave scythes with increased bleed damage. I'm going to have the talisman which increases my damage when bleed has been built up near me, and I'm going to have just a lot of health and stamina and Bloodhound Step. So it's not really going to be based around bleed build up. So yeah. Not to mention, I spent like a solid hour trying to farm these 2 scythes at the beginning, and I really don't want all of that to have been a waste. So, oh well. Right, after that, let's see. That's a leveled up scythe. Oh, I actually still have a lot of runes. You're asking... Yeah, I killed the elderly dragon. That thing. Anyway, now that I have a weapon I can actually bring into this place and deal some damage, although not a great deal of damage, because still... I can go through this place and get smithing stone 3s. Not somber smithing stone 3, obviously. I don't plan to use somber weapon. I should also figure out how to make these cracked crystals into those crystal darts. Anyway, because once I can do that, because since I accidentally leveled up my mind to this point, I might as well, you know? At least until I can fight. At least until I can fight the annoying lady. Overthrow magic Hogwarts and then get the annoying lady to take away the points I put into my mind and put them into stamina where I should have bloody well put them to begin with. If memory serves, there are exactly 11 smithing stone 3s in this place, which the observant among you, hopefully you are observant because there is only one person watching this, but you'll know that that is exactly 1 less than I would actually need to level something up all the way to level 3. Stance break attack on what? I did actually come up with a theoretical build I could use to deal a huge amount of stance break. Oh, just deal loads of stance break damage and then deal a lot of critical damage. Which is, I would use that Executioner's Great Axe. I would just get the bare bones I need to actually level it up. Not bare bones, the bare stat requirements I need to wield it. Level it up as much as I can. The Dagger Talisman to increase critical damage. And the, what should you call it? Cragstone, Ash of War. I think that's what it's called, Cragstone. No, wait, that's the bad guy in Wednesday. Whatever. The Ash of War that makes it covered in rocks. Because that... there we are. Figured that would happen. Usually does anyway. Once I get that, you equip that to the Executioner's Great Axe, and with that thing, Executioner's Great Axe, you'll bloodload of stance damage. I don't know, man. I'm like, that will require points in faith and running around to do stuff. Not to mention, I've already tried builds with those. My Flame Grant Me Strength is useful and all, but eh. Fuck her off. Anyway. One. I think there's another one or two. How many have I... Oh, for fuck's sake, would you bastards just bugger off? You aren't interesting. I don't give a crap. Anything? Oh, right, that's one. That's not what I was looking for, but never mind. Dead again. Great. And 15,000 runes means I need to go back there. Joy of joys. Oh, sorry about that. I like whistling. Anyway. Grab some more of these. Oh, good. Piss off. Oh. All I saw there was, can you try to get Gargoyles Black? Since I don't know what Gargoyles Black is, and I don't even know what black thing is because it cut off after the word black, I really don't know. Oh, the Gargoyles Black Blade, I would guess you're asking to say, or Black Axe or whatever. No, I will not be getting those. I'm not a huge fan of them. And hoot. Got those. That's what I need.
Oh, I didn't. I'll be doing just lay out.
Go. Look, mate, I've not killed anything fairly yet. gone through Stormvale Castle, and that's about it. And now I'm going here. See if I can manage to kill the main boss of this mine, who I believe drops the bone armor. Not bone, bell. Bell bearing. There we are. Everybody into the funhouse. There's also this thing. Rock grease. Equip. Oh, if I equip that onto my scythe at the right time, and, you know, don't cock up too much. Oh, wait, hang on. Before I go into the area, which will inevitably be quite hard to deal with, and probably result in me dying a fair number of times, how about I level up using my 30,000 runes? 3 levels. Do I have any other runes? No. Okay, good. Yeah, I've beaten Commander Neil before. I don't know. His weapon's not bad. I know. I don't plan to be relying on spirit summons very much. I got the rot dog. You know, the dog that deals scarlet rot damage when you attack stuff with it. So I'll level that thing up so that it can proc scarlet rot on enemies for me and face tank a little bit of damage, I guess. For the most part, though, I'll be going against bosses pretty much alone. I've already tried this build once and it worked, and it really works. Like, even into the late game, I end up not having any problems. Okay, oh! Oh! Fucking hellfire! Oh, peace off! Wankers! Ugh. Total waste of time, that. Right, well, let's run through that again. Dodge as many things as possible and kill absolutely nothing. Because seriously, what is the point of ever killing anything in this game which isn't a boss? Because nothing drops any runes. Well, that's not fair. There's 1 or 2 vaguely decent grind spots. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Commander Neil's buff, Rallying Standard, I think the ability, the Ash of War is called. It's not bad, but I mean, firstly, it's a decently heavy weapon, and I don't have an infinite amount of endurance. In fact, I don't have as much endurance as I would like to, so I wouldn't be able to dual-wield scythes. Right back, and here. Anyway. What a cool boss! Amazing! Wow! So unique! And then game makes you fight it 4 more times. 5 more? 3 more times? 4 more times? How many of these things are in the game? It's honestly hard to remember with Elden Ring. No, I'm sort of saving the grease as like a... in case of emergencies, in case I have to fight this thing again a second time, because I wanted to like... because since I only have the one, I wanted to get a sense of how I matched up to it. Once I'm confident in my ability to be able to actually fight the damn thing a few times properly, without instantly dying, which... bugger. I say I'm doing pretty well at, actually. Right, I know how to dodge this one. You dodge, and then you turn. Yeah. Oh, come on, I was out of that. Next time I will put the rock grease on, because I am confident in my ability to be able to actually hit this guy enough times for it to... oh, come on, I start right at the beginning again. Anyway, I'll stick the rock grease on next time. Oh, hey Daisy, how you doing? How was school? Anyway, I'll stick rock grease on as a start this time around. I'm not dual wielding because my other side isn't particularly leveled up right now, and I'd rather have the extra... and because I forgot to proc effectively into my stamina, I have to choose between armor or the scythe, although... oh, bloody fucking hell! Good for you. Good job, 14 in history. Better than I ever managed in history in anything. Fuck you, you twat. Right, anyway. Dead again. Good. Yeah, this time I think I'll probably... he's not in a grade, he's in France. French don't have grades. But he's, and I forgot to drop the ladder. Great. Fucking wonderful. Come along. You there, dickhead. Bye-bye. And up. And I repeat again, why would anyone ever bother fighting anything in this game? And none of the regular enemies drop enough runes to be worth wasting time actually killing them. Oh, come on! This thing is so annoying. Of course I'm going in against this guy with practically no health now. Great. What the hell? Oh, good. That makes fucking sense. Am I fucking bleed on this thing? certainly not procking Scarlet Rot on it. And there goes my rock grease. Waste of fucking time. And waste of fucking grease. Joy of fucking joys. Right, well, that was a lovely waste of my grease. Fucking wonderful. Okay, and now I have to run through this place again. And still not fight anything, because once again, no point in fighting these things. None of them drop any fucking runes. Seriously, why did the people who designed Elden Ring decide to make nothing in the game drop enough runes appropriate for the area it's in? Right? Like those things, the miners, they deal more damage than the miners. They said they're back after having googled the conversion of French grading systems to American grades. Piss off, you wanker. Anyway. Pick up 0 runes, whatever. If I only had a bit more f***ing stamina. Bugger off! Stay still! And get staggered! You got staggered properly the first time I fought you. Why isn't he getting staggered? Seriously. Maybe I should go back to using the one scythe and just... Because then at least he fell on the fucking floor. Once. I suppose I'm dealing good damage, but I don't actually have enough... Right, yeah, the one scythe. And equip my more effective armor. I can't read all of that, man. The chat crops itself if you put too much, but no, I'm pretty much planning to use the twin grave scythes for the entire playthrough. They have a great scaling in strength, good base damage, good range, a good two-handed moveset. They pair well with the Bloodhound's Step, and they have low stat requirements, so I can just plonk my stats into strength, stamina, and HP regen. Not HP regen, HP. There we go. All on the floor. Oi! Hello, what the fuck? I was standing right in front of it. Why can't I critical hit? It was in crit mode. Yes, Day is our resident cultist. The cult of Jesus. Cult of cheese. That is not pertaining, by the way, to the vocabulary of cheesing something in a video game. Nope. That is legitimate 100% made from milk cheese. Come on, one more time. And of course, quite hard to know. Nope, wrong way. that. And I'm out of healing items. Stand still. Oh, come on. Right, when that lovely point, we always... It has no health! One hit! One fucking hit! One more... Oh, God, I could have hit it with my fucking fist. That would have worked. Right. Try that yet again. Or if I'd just actually been allowed to critical it the first time, despite the fact that I was literally standing right in front of its head when it went down, and yet for some reason couldn't perform a critical strike. Because that makes so much fucking sense. Right. Is there any way to keep this fucker in his hole? Good, there's two more of them right here. Nope, he notices me. Even if I'm sneaking. Well, calling it sneaking is perhaps a bit generous. Let's run this again. Hopefully works this time. Free aim to try and hit his head. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just immediately starts moving about too much. And spews that BS again. Okay, we're gonna have to go over this again. You can't type very much in the chat. I can't read it. All I hear is fast hitting. All I see is fast hitting weapon has a higher chance of. Oh, come on, I was out of that! Ugh. Stay still. Or give me half a moment to dodge. Not dodge. Heal. And for fuck's sake, how are you still not on the floor? I've hit you so many times with heavy attacks. And he dodges. Just fucking walks out the way, and yet again. And yet again. How did he not stagger? I hit him with like 40 fucking heavy attacks. The first time, hit him with like 4, he staggered. This time, hit him with 20, he doesn't. How does this make sense? Also, can we make it a fucking rule in Elden Ring, please? Motherfuckers who make the DLC, that bosses are not allowed to dodge and attack at the same fucking time. They dodge or they attack. They don't do both. Bosses are not meant to have 5 different counter-attacks. For fuck's sake, I'm gonna get hit so many times before I get there that there's not gonna be much point in even fighting the fucking boss. Again. 2, 1, dodge. Right, 1, 2. Oh, good. Now we use that. Now I get to hit them. Good. Well, the critical strikes in this game do very much damage. You know, this is another one of those bosses that would be way more fun if he were a bit smaller, because you wouldn't have to be standing under it to attack. Oh, fuck it, Kukri. One more. Die. Okay, there we go. I've got some smithing stone. Hey, the somber stone miner's bell. Where's the regular one? I don't want somber smithing stones, I want regular smithing stones. Where's the one with the regular smithing stones? Oh right, it's up here. Of course it is. I have to fight the bloody magma worm, don't I? Oh well, I can manage that. He's not a particularly problematic boss to be dealing with. I'm going in the wrong direction again. Also, that boss, that fucking boss... I'm level 40. That boss is in an area designed for about level 50. And he doesn't even give me enough runes to level up twice. Like, that boss is, without a doubt, harder than Godric. And he gives less runes. What the fuck is that about? Make the Seriously, there are so many ways Elden Ring is such a fucked up game, and yet you keep playing it because the weapons are great. That is it. I like that boss, but I would like it more if it was smaller, because then I wouldn't have to be standing under it to attack. But no, developers want to show off how big they can make everything in games these days. Which is why everything is massive. Every game is open world, despite games that don't even need to be. And why in a game like this, despite the fact that you are this size, everything you fight is going to be about that size. Yes, I'm aware of how leveling works. I'm saying fighting a boss... I'm saying that boss I just fought, the Falling Star Beast in the mine, harder than Godric. Harder than Godric to kill gives less than half as many runes. What the fuck is that about? Like, to reach max level, you need 1.7 billion runes. How very interesting. Again, not my point. My point is, there is... Literally, I'm level 40, right? That boss didn't give me enough runes to level up once. That's a boss that, frankly, at level 40, fighting that thing, I was just about even kilter with it. Okay, fine. That was a boss you meant to fight at about level 40. But a boss you're meant to fight at about level 40, news fucking flash, should give you enough runes when you kill it to reach level 41. The fact that it doesn't is, in my humble opinion, utter bullshit. And the worst part is... Oi! Damned him. However the fuck you pronounce your first name, I don't even want to try, in case I might offend you. But listen, mate, I've told you what I'm playing through. I'm told you I'm using heavy gravesides. 2 of them. So would you quit telling me to get this weapon or that weapon? Look, I don't want Bloodhound's claws. I don't want bandits' curved swords. I don't want fucking anything. I like my sides. Bloodhound step. Some nice heavy jumping attack. Not heavy, two-handed jumping attacks. That's the plan. Cheers. Anyway, through this area now, hopefully finding... The worst part is, there's going to be smithing stone 5s in here, 4s in here. But that's an annoyance, because I can't use them, because I need 3 more smithing stone 3s before I can use smithing stone 4s. But that's fine, because the boss I'm going to kill in this place is going to give me those. It's going to give me smithing stone 4, or whatever. Not smithing stone 4, it's not going to give me any stones at all once I kill it. What it will give me is HP. Not HP. A bell bearing. There we are. I really need to work on my ability to retain information. To remember what I'm going to say while saying it. Because I knew what I was going to say when I started saying that, and then stopped knowing what I was going to say about 3 words in. I'm now running in circles, looking a bit like Roadrunner. Meep meep. Woo! Look, mate, I don't mind discussing weapons with you. I like a lot of the weapons in this game. We can talk about weapons all you like. I'm just not interested in getting all of them for this particular playthrough, because I already have a plan for this playthrough. You can chat about your favourite weapons to me all you like. I like weapons in this game. In fact, the weapons are literally the only reason I think most people play this game, because frankly the boss design is crap, the world design is very much a case of biggest is not always best, the dungeons are repetitive, the enemies are repeated every single game, and of those 165 bosses that are, what is it called, everyday person or random person, whatever, well, the other guy in the chat, of those 165 bosses, about 10 of them are unique. The others are all reused 8 different times or reused in interesting different ways. And no, you can't say that all the dragons are unique. All of the dragons, apart from like 2, are the exact same, except they breathe a slightly different type of breath and have maybe 1 difference of attack. Yeah, random fella. That's what you called yourself. Random fella. I don't care. I'm not fighting any of you. There is no point. You don't drop enough runes to be worth wasting my time on. 7 runes. Can I sneak past this guy? No. Another funny thing about Elden Ring I find, why in the hellfire did they decide to give us a sneak button? Because apart from maybe like 3 times, it is entirely useless. I know people do stealth builds. Random fellow says, to be fair, it's still an awesome game. I mean, is it though? Really? Like, it's not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination, but I put it at a very solid 6.5 out of 10. Maybe 7. Just for the weapons. Combat system, not great. Bosses, too big. You have to stand under half of them to fight them, and there's not particularly fun of trying to fight something if you have to stand between its legs to fight it. And no, I'm not just talking about Fire Giant. And they were incredibly lazy with the enemies and all of the non-unique bosses. So to be entirely blunt about it, no, I'd say this game probably 6 or 7 out of 10. Not great. Great for streaming, because I barely have to pay attention to it. I can just play and chill and vibe with the chat, which is what I am enjoying. I'm very much up for that. Fun game to play, and the weapons are pretty cool. Plus, it's like a fun puzzle trying to figure out how to kill this fucker. But for the most part, nah, it's a mid-tier game. And like with a couple, and the worst part is, it's a good game up until about halfway through. And then most of the bosses start getting annoying, and also some of the bosses that you've already fought 3 times. I mean, look at this guy. This Magma Wyrm, right? How many other Magma Wyrms are there in the game? I'm not certain I know the answer, but I'm pretty sure the answer is 6. I think there are 6 of these things in the game. Possibly 7. Let's see, there's this one here. There's the one in the mine in Caelid. There's the one in the oh, fuck you. Why did... Oh, right, he was in front of a pillar. That's why. Makes sense. Anyway, there's the one in the mine in Caelid. There's the one in the mine here. There's the one in the lava in the volcano. There's the one in the other bit of the volcano. And I think there's another one somewhere else. Maybe it's only 5. But what I'm literally saying is, right, you can't have a boss in a game 5 times. It's not interesting. And that's the thing about Elden Ring. It would be great if it were half the size. If it had 85 bosses instead of 165, that's still a lot of bosses. It's still a very respectable number of bosses. It's still more than any other of the FromSoft games, I reckon. I mean, Dark Souls 2 was complained about having too many bosses, and then they just decided to have about 3 times as many in this one game. Wait, big guy with the hammer. How about you try using your vast tankiness to, I don't know, tank something? Draw some aggro onto yourself, Bellend. Oh well, good. Hooray, he's down. Can I reach his head in time? Yes. Will it let me crit? Yes. Good. Coming back. Use the cookies. Keep up the bleed. There we go. Let him aggro onto Targoth? I don't quite know how to pronounce that. Oh, bollocks. Let him aggro onto the other guy. Who's... Hopefully, the other guy will be able to face tank enough enemies. And just pray that I can proc bleed on this guy one more time. Yeah, he's down. Good. Jump. No, please let me crit. Running away now. Run back from him. One more. Yay, he's dead. Thank you, my friend, and you don't drop the bell bearing either. Who the fuck drops that thing? Is it the other one? Is it the one down here? Might be. Frankly though, the best strat I've found in this game is just to get some weapons at the beginning that can work. It doesn't really matter what. 3 stars is possible to get very quickly. These things, great graveside, executioner's great axe, kill the dragon to get in the stat requirements for the weapon of your choice, and then speed run through the mines, because that way you just have an effective weapon. Completely skip over most of the main bosses and main dungeon areas for pretty much the first few hours of your playthrough. Like me, I've gone through Stormvale Castle because I wanted the claw mark thing and the runes from killing Godfrey, but that was about it. Oh joy. Bye. Very dramatic. That could be the start of a really cool battle between me and this troll. It's exactly the same as all of the other trolls, of which there are 9 billion in this game, and about 12 of them are bosses. Yet another thing I would like to know, why the fuck do they make us fight regular enemies as bosses all the time? One of them is a flower! A regular enemy, a flower, as a boss! Why would I want to fight a flower as a boss? Bollocks! Oh well. And of course I forgot to get that thing, so I need to run all the way back here. That's joyous. Joy of joys. I've been streaming for 2 hours now, and I think I'm just about done. I'm gonna go through that one other place. Yeah, I need Smithing Stone 3. I need 1 more of those. And then a bunch of Smithing Stone 4s. And then I might have enough to, next time I start, kill the Knight's Cavalry. Once I kill him, after the Knight's Cavalry, there we are. Let's kill the Knight's Cavalry to get Bloodhound Step. Bloodhound Step, 2 scythes, leveled up a decent amount. And I'll be able to basically get to the get through the first half of the game pretty easily. Yay! Peace off! She just jumped into the kukri and somehow it didn't damage her. Right, there you go, you're dead. Good. That's another thing I dislike about this game, by the way, is iframes. Like, I understand that it's nice sometimes to have the ability to dodge away from a boss and have the sword go quite close to you, a bit through your hitbox, but you're invincible for a frame while you're dodging. That's okay, fine. But here's the dumbass thing. The bosses in this game are so big and their attacks generally deal shockwaves, which means that the only way to dodge their attacks, is to use iframes. And no, I'm sorry, but that's a mechanic, by the way. It's never even explained in the game. You spend half your time in this game dodging, and they don't even explain what an iframe is. They don't explain to you that you can literally dodge into an attack. Most of the time, it's more effective than dodging out of one. Like, Margit, perfect example. The guy has that multi-hit combo. If you try to dodge away from it, it will hit you. If you dodge towards the guy who's swinging swords at you like a Beyblade, you'll somehow miraculously come out okay. Of course, you won't have any stamina left to attack him afterwards, and chances are he'll then whack you with his tail for being too close to him, but even so, it just doesn't make sense to me that the correct way to dodge an ability most of the time in this game is to roll into the enemy, into the sword, into the shockwave, into the magic blast. The correct way of dodging... It shouldn't even... The worst part is, you know, right? A, they have Bloodhound Step, which is a better way of dodging to begin with, so just make that the default on circle. And then, here's another possibility, if you're gonna have it so that it's iframes. Make it a tiny little dash, not a dumbass roll, and make it a tiny dash, during which you are a ghost or something. Because literally, like, everyone, the main character is, as far as I can tell, dead or something. There's another, what, he, she, they, it, whatever. Main character in this game is another of the regular Soulsborne resurrected hero things, or not hero, but resurrected thing that ends up as the protagonist of the game. If you're gonna have a resurrected thing, just give it the ability to turn into a ghost very briefly. And if it's briefly a ghost, that means it's immune to damage, which at least makes sense and can be seen. But no, instead, let's make the predominant way to dodge things in this game abusing a mechanic that isn't explained. So that's why I say Elden Ring isn't a particularly well-designed game. Great designed weapons, and a very compelling lore, if you take the time to pay attention to it. The weapons are good, the lore is good. Gameplay, though, could be a hell of a lot better, in my opinion. Anyone who's ever watched one of my streams before will be getting deja vu at this point. Yes, I know, I've done this rant before. I can't quite remember what got me started again. Oh, it was a guy who said Elden Ring is still a great game. Like when I was complaining about bosses being too big. Again. Or possibly about the bosses being reused 8 billion times. I can't remember what I was complaining about first. But then I started listing reasons why I think it's more of a 6 out of 10 than a particularly great game. Like, it's a solid, reasonably good game, in my opinion. I can't remember what a bell bearing is called, but I can remember that rant because I've done it about 12 times. In fact, I do that rant about 12 times a stream. Bugger off. Oh. Back up! There's lava there. There's more lava there. Bollocks! What? No! Yes, I know me using kukris like this is a bit lame, but also... whatever. Oh good, he's going for a third, and I'm going to be in the lava. He's going to kill me. Nope, not quite. Oh, but I don't have any healing items and I'm dead. Great. Oh well. That nearly worked. I'll try it again, and it will work this time. Or possibly not, who cares? Oh god, I only have 18 kukris left. I have 5 regular throwing knives, but those things don't deal enough damage to be worth. Oh, I do have this guy though. I have a lot of mind stat, so I might as well. Hooray, let's try this. Oh no, he's just going to run into the lava, isn't he? Also, it looks like I didn't even pick up that thing. So. Or... there, oh good, and it's another one of those times where he starts doing something and I don't know if it's going to be a charge or a fire breath. Yay, bleed proc. Do that one more time. And of course, once again, I have to stand under the boss to attack it. Which means I can barely see what it's even doing. Boom. Come back. Oh, fuck you, not that again. Can you quit doing that BS attack? Is probably what the boss is saying about me and my kukris right now. No! I rolled! Arrgh. And yet again. And we do this one more time. Okay, right. That's not working. Let's try two-handing the sides now. That might work. It might not, but it might. Oh, actually, also, don't I have that thing which increases my fire defense? I'll use that. That was a roll. Gonna use another roll. Not roll, charge. Keep charging. You're gonna do that BS again? I imagine so. You usually do it one more time than I'm expecting him to. Hooray, he's down. Oh joy, his head is just out of the lava. Sometimes that's another one I hate, is when you fight this guy and he goes down once you've got him ready for a crit, and he goes down and his head is in the lava. No. Another one. There goes all that bleed build-up. Probably. I don't know how long bleed build-up lasts. Might be longer than I think it is. Might also be less time than I think it is. One more. Right. Okay, he's dead. Please let this be the one with the bell. It's not, he's just got Moonveil. Right, where is that bell? Where is it? Well, I've beaten a whole bunch of bosses. I didn't even particularly care about fighting, but hey, I now have enough runes to level up about 5 times. Back to the table. Buy enough shite to level up my other scythe to at least +5, not 5, 6. Nine. Oh, right, it was that thing I needed. Of course it was. And I got the thing which gave me an extra spell slot, despite the fact that I'm not going to use any spells in this playthrough, because I'm a muppet. Oh, hey Roderico, I should probably talk to her. I should also probably have to level up that. Don't care. Anyway, back to Hugh, chat to him again about Roderico, which is going to just be such a pain in the ass.
I took you no matter lay out your arm. She has a sword in her eye.
Go talk to Roderico again, then go talk to Hugh again, and then finally all shall be finished.
I'm still looking for... You're telling... I don't believe you. If I do, I suppose I'll ask Master, certainly. I know he's tracking tell.
And your turn now, Hugh. Let's chat to him one more time.
No matter. Look up. Are you out to
Oh.
absurd? I refuse. I don't doubt you.
Right, okay. Well, that's nice. 2 scythes.
Back already, no matter.
Whatever. Right. Scythes are good. Now I'll level up a bit more. Two levels. Enough for 2 levels. Oh my god. Right then. Might as well finish up the core build. See if I can get Bloodhound Step. I can fight other bosses in this area. I can probably fight the Knight Cavalry. Granted, this one has the additional annoyance. Well, I say additional. There are many annoyances in this game. This one has the additional annoyance of A, being hard to hit with jumping attacks because he never stops fucking moving. And B, having to fuck about with making him respawn every time it kills me. 1, 2, 3. There we are, that's a lot more damage than it did last time, and hello, he's dodged me again. And again. And again. As I said, jumping attacks on this guy are... well, they're really just suggestions, like he doesn't take damage from them. And of course you can't really stand anywhere near him because the horse will do that bullshit. And then he'll one-shot me. Okay, so I can't fight this guy yet. He's still over-leveled. He's still ridiculously powerful, and I still can't kill him. Great. Fucking wonderful. I really don't know how I'm meant to fight this guy like this. I have no ranged oh god, and he's not respawned. Of course he doesn't. He doesn't respawn. Because it inevitably defaults to being morning again. So you might not want to fight the thing that just killed you. Nightfall. I'm going to see if I can actually make a dent in his health bar this time. At least I can at least fight him while he's poisoned. It's still a cheese tactic, but at least this time I'll be fighting him while he takes damage, which is an advantage to me, assuming he's following me. He is! Hooray! He's poisoned! Great! Time to run some more until he despawns, and hopefully I will be able to get back to... Fucking hell, these things are everywhere. See? The only time you can actually get a solid hit off on him with a slashing attack is when his horse is charging you. There we are, that's one. What the hell? From full health. Kills me from full health. Well, I'm still not going to be able to kill this guy. Fucking great. Well, that's that. That's the stream done. I've been streaming for 2 hours and nobody's watching anymore.